Hey, how's it going guys? It's CK here and welcome to a brand new old versus new. Now, as you normally know, we do this series on Forza Motorsport 6, but now, for a little bit of a change up, I've decided to jump onto Forza Horizon 2. So this week's contenders are the legendary Ferrari Enzo and the brand new Ferrari LaFerrari. The Ferrari Enzo is up first. So you join us just outside of the Horizon Festival, guys. The Ferrari Enzo is up first, so we're going to be taking it down the route in which I think a lot of you guys might know that I go all the time in Horizon 2. We take it up to my little test track area, but this one right now, in this road, we're just going to test out the straight line speed and just like high speed cornering. So anyway, the Ferrari Enzo itself, this thing is a legendary car, as you all know. It's been in many games and it's just a legendary car in real life. A lot of people like this. I mean, the best game in my opinion which this has been in is Test Drive Unlimited 1. That was basically the first like delivery mission that you could do in the game, or the first one I came across at least. And if you're unaware of what you had to do in their missions, you had to get the car from one side of the map to another destination on the map without scratching it, or else you'll lose money. And this was the first one that I used to do it in all the time in Test Drive, so it is a good car in terms of nostalgia wise. And today, as y'all know, we're going to test it out for handling wise. So the noise, as you can plainly hear, is incredible from a big 6-litre V12 engine. I think it pumps out round about 650 horsepower, 657 newton meters of torque, and it has an overall weight of 1400 kilograms, which is quite light for a big hypercar like this. And 0 to 60, 3.3 seconds, and a top speed of 217 miles an hour. So that is basically round about what you're getting from a Lamborghini Aventador in terms of top speed. So it's a quick car. It's a very, very quick car, but we're going to have to see how quick it is compared to the LaFerrari. I'll shut up for a little second, guys. Let you hear this big screaming V12, because it is an absolute jewel. Just love the way it blips when you change the gears back down. I really like that. I wish more cars actually had that, because mostly right now it's kind of like Ferraris that have that, but I'm aware there is on other manufacturers which do have that style of like auto blips on the downshift. It's just so cool, it makes you feel like a racing driver. So it's time to cut in right now if that blowing GNX can get out of the way. This is the thing, because I wanted to try something different, been on Horizon 2 to do the old versus new, I've got to remember there is actual cars on the road, so it's going to be a wee bit more trickier to push the cars to the limits, but I believe I can do it. I believe, man. I believe. Yes, I can. So, anyway, if you've never been to this like part of the map before, this is a very, very good area to actually test out cars, because it's got a lot of really, really good corners on it, a nice hairpin section, and that pop-in though. Holy crap! Did you see that pop-in? Bloody hell, man. God, it's good. It's really, really good in terms of like sticking into the corners as well. I thought the backside would want to come out a lot more, but it's really grippy, really grippy, probably thanks to the actual tyre like size on the back of it. It's very, very grippy, and also the active aero brake. Oh man, it's one of them cars that just runs really smoothly, if you know what I mean. You get, what the fuck? Okay, there's the first example of like the struggles of doing this on Horizon 2. Freaking Plymouths come running at you. But yeah, as I was saying, it runs really smooth. It just flows, this car. It really does flow. I love it. It's like an angel, man. It's like a swan that just glides from wave to wave. It's fantastic. We'll check out the interior, because I know a lot of you guys want to see that. This is a crazy interior for when this actually came out, which I do believe was around about 2004, 2005. Whoa, okay. I want to let go a little bit there. Now you can get it sideways, you really can, but you just get the sense and the feeling that it doesn't want to, as I says, but it's mental for just circuit bashing. And there goes the rev limiter on the actual wheel. This is so cool. Cut in here. That Pontiac can get out of the way. Thank you very much. Let's try and get sideways. Kick in the clutch. Nope. It's not having it. It is not having it today, my friend. It really, really isn't. Oh, Jesus. I mean, you kind of forget how quick this thing actually is if you've not driven it in a while. And they weren't abiding by the laws of the road there, were they? Like, fuck it. Let's go through the barrier. Let's just do it now. Here's the main straight of this bit. Let's get going. See if we can hit around about 200. That would be great. I highly, highly doubt it. Move out the way, TVR. Thank you. Maybe not. 160 down that bit. That is pretty quick. Come on. I want to see if we can at least get the arse out on this thing. Yes. It's a bit better. You really need to work with this. You really do need to work with this if you want to get sideways. And that is why I like it, because in Horizon 2 and in most Forza games, they just automatically drift for you. But look at this. You really do need to wrestle with it. Oh, it's a dream. It is an absolute dream. I mean, it's not my favourite Ferrari ever made. I know it is a lot of you guys' favourite. But, yeah, to sum up with this car, it is fantastic for grip. It sounds immense. And it's just a really, really flowing car. Oh, God. TVR. What are you doing, mate? Thank you. Try to do a road test here, you stupid bitch. But yeah, it's just an overall great car, and I recommend you guys jumping back onto this game or on Forza Motorsport 6 to test it out. So moving over to this car's son, the LaFerrari. So here we are with the LaFerrari, guys. We're going to go the exact same route which we just done with the Enzo, just to compare it, see how it fares. Anyway, let's get going. We'll spin all the way through first, second and third there. Holy moly, man. Now, obviously this thing does have a lot more power than the Ferrari Enzo. 963 horsepower to be exact, and 900 Newton meters of torque, which is insane. But the other thing about this car, the Enzo kind of trumps, is the noise, because this thing, it just shouts, right? And it doesn't really have that sense of being quite soulful, whereas the Enzo does. It has more of a soulful tone to it, and that's why I prefer the exhaust noise on that. So now, I'm not saying this thing sounds bad, because it just doesn't. It's amazing sounding. You'll hear what I'm talking about when we get up to these tunnels up here. But yeah, this thing, it's got a bigger engine than the Enzo. It's got a 6.2 litre V12, and 0 to 60 time is around about 2.9 seconds. And in the game, at least, it has a top speed of 221 miles an hour, which is around about 4 or 5 miles an hour quicker than the Enzo. Oh, that is loud. It's insane, man. I mean, as I said, this thing just shouts. It just shouts. Jesus Christ, man. I mean, if you've not got your earphones in, put them in. Seriously. Be prepared, though. Be prepared. I would recommend you turning it down a little bit. Or should I say, turn down for what? Seriously, why would you want to turn it down when you've got a fucking 6.2 litre Italian naturally aspirated V12 in your ears? It's the best sound in the world. Oh, it's wanting to get sideways. Now, I can tell straight away that this thing isn't as grippy as the Enzo. Going through these past few corners, going up the hills there. The Enzo, I don't know what it is about it, but it might be just the dynamics of it and stuff, or just like the sheer handling of it. It grips a lot more, because as you can see, this thing gets sideways so easily. Partially down to the power as well. Obviously, it's a lot more powerful than that car. What are you doing, Fiat? Stupid idiot, man. Look in your rear view mirror. Holy crap, man. Jump into the interior view for a little bit. Come in this track. Now, it has the same sort of rev meter on the steering wheel like the Enzo, which is very, very cool indeed. Down to fourth. Let's blast it all in this straight. The brakes are dynamite, man. Brakes are definitely better than Enzo. Stops you on a dime. Very, very good. Oh, God. It's almost squirmy as well. Okay, oh, went a bit wide on that one. Coming up to my favourite section of this track. It's a very, very, very tight chicane. Chicane? Yes, the chicane. The chicane, I mean. I think I invented a new word there, the chicane. That sounds like a freaking Porsche model, doesn't it? The Macan, the chicane. The chacaron, chacaron. I thought I heard that song in ages, man. Anyway, we'll try and get it sideways a little bit more. Not really hard thing to do in this car. Yeah, look at this compared to the Enzo, guys. I mean, with the Enzo you actually had to properly fight to get it sideways, but this thing, just kick the clutch and then you're there. Okay, oh! That was my fault to come in there a wee bit too quickly. It doesn't exactly help that it's a mid-engine car. Because mid-engine cars are very notorious of spinning you out if you do muck up your drifting skills. Oh, that's better. That's a bit better. Going over these hills seems to be doing good. Don't think it has the grip as much as the Enzo, as I said, but let's see if we can beat the Enzo's 163 miles an hour top speed down here. I'm not saying it has a top speed of 260 miles an hour, guys, because I know it doesn't. It's faster than that. It's, oh my god, 179 I seen there. Oh my god. Whew. Probably stick it in fourth, kick the clutch and handbrake. Oh yes. Oh, it flows. Not as much as the Enzo, but it flows. Sorry, Yaris. Had to take you out there. Had to take you out. If you're a cousin of the Prius, then I'll have to take you out. Yeah, this thing is certainly impressive. So anyway, guys, we're going to round it off and actually go on to the final verdict for both of these cars. Which one would I want to take home if I just drove it for a day and stuff? Which one would just grab my attention most? So on to the conclusion. It's going to be a tough one yet again this week because the Ferrari LaFerrari is a very, very fast vehicle, much like the Enzo, but yet again, as I said in the actual review of the car, it doesn't feel as soulful as the Ferrari Enzo, because the Enzo I've never really been a big fan of, but when I've driven it in this game, oh my god, my opinion has changed. Seriously, it is very, very good indeed. I know the LaFerrari is more lighter, it's more technically advanced than the Enzo, but there's something about its previous generation, the Enzo, it has a lot more soul to it, it has a lot more connection. I don't know if it's just me, but I just felt like that when I was driving these two, so I really, really can't pick a winner, seriously, I really, really can't. If it was on the looks factor, my personal opinion would go for the LaFerrari, but if it was for driver engagement and just sound alone, it would have to go to the Enzo. So yet again, I'm on and off, but for me, if I had a gun to my head, I'd probably pick the Enzo. I never thought I'd say that. Seriously, I never thought I'd say that. As good as the LaFerrari is, the Enzo wins this test for me. So let me know in the comment section below, guys, what do you like about both cars? I think both of them are joint winners for me. I don't want to make it another draw, but yeah, I just felt as if the Enzo yet again was more engaging to drive. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Leave your suggestions in the comment section below for another two cars you'd like to see for next week. I know a lot of you have been asking for the P1 and F1, so we might be doing that next as well. So thanks a lot for watching. If you have enjoyed, a like would be much appreciated. Subscribe to the channel for more Forza Horizon 2 and any other racing game out there. And that's it, guys. I will see you next time. Peace.